So we're here with
Logan.
what are we throwing?
Go my gym.
Which one's yours? Point to the ball. Point to the ball.
Right here.
Okay. What else?
Well, right now I have my spare ball on the rack over there.
Okay. Okay.
And then I'll probably bring my face to over there.
What's our plan? Where we think we're gonna play on this pattern?
So probably I'm gonna try and play the gutter. Maybe play around like 2 to 3. But then I'll probably have to play around like 12 to 13. And then eventually I'll probably have to be super far left.
Okay. And what's the what do you think the score, the cut score is gonna be?
I think around like minus 40.
Minus 40. Awesome. Awesome. I'm here with.
Sean Lee.
Okay. And so what are we throwing tonight?
I don't know. I have pretty much all categories covered for fresh. I have gem, so strong ASIM. I got optimal idle up there, so that's kind of my benchmark ball. And then if all else fails, I also have a purple hammer up there. So
Please.
we're gonna see what works tonight.
What do you think cut score is gonna be?
My prediction is gonna be minus 40 to minus 50.
We're here with.
Brett Beyond him.
So what are we throwing today?
Harsh reality.
What do you think cut score is gonna be?
Minus 72.
Oh, we're getting specific. Who am I here with?
With Nathan Oskell.
Okay, and so what are we gonna throw today?
Throw my reality first. Probably up the gutter. Doesn't work, gonna go inside.
What do you think cut's gonna be?
I would say 60 under.
Awesome. So you think spares are the key today?
Spares will make cut.
So I was actually working on a video before this about last week's King of the Hill tournament, but I scrapped it because I didn't have good camera placement and you wouldn't be able to see anything. So I brought a tripod for this time around. Woohoo! Today's pattern was sure to be a difficult one. 49 feet, 31 mils, 1.25 to 1 ratio. That's right, perfect conditions for a US Open pattern, and that it was. I like to call this one the Dream Crusher because this is the pattern they put out for the final round of qualifying for the US Open this year, and might I just say that it is particularly evil. So I'll get to right off the bat here and say I really wish I made my spares during this event. I could not hook at spares on this pattern, and most of the stuff I was leaving were things I'd normally hook at, like anything involving the head pin. My first game seemed to start off strong with a double, but after that I ended up missing nearly all my spares after that. Couldn't hit him hooking at him. Couldn't hit him throwing straight at him. It was a mess. But if you thought 143 was bad, don't worry, it gets a whole lot worse. I believe I was just missing inside a lot. All of a sudden, for like the first 2 games, I was afraid of the gutter, which is something you should never be afraid of, especially if you know the gutters hook at this place, which they do. It was a mess this game. I even went through my whole arsenal that I brought, just trying to see if something would help me out here. And the hustle did okay, but I very much wish I would have made my spares, struck more. I don't care. Going into Game 3 being minus 140 is typically not the way anyone would want it to be going, but look at me, proving you all wrong. I'm just glad this happened in a casual Friday night tournament. Imagine this at SYC. Oh, wait a minute. Man, that short pattern was something else. My friends were doing pretty good. 3 of us on this pair were actually in the cut so far, so it was a matter of just staying strong and making spares. Statistically for me, unless I went like 290, 250, or more realistically a couple of 240s, I was pretty much out of it. Kinda sucks since I thought I wouldn't do too bad on this pattern, but unfortunately I was kinda wrong. finally, the last game hit us, and wouldn't you know it, it was on my favorite pair, 15 and 16. For those who don't know why this is my favorite pair in the house, at my first King of the Hill here, we were on 35-foot Broadway, and my first 3 games of qualifying, I'd gone 190, 190, 150, and I was around 80 pins out of the cut until we landed on 15-16, to which I then bowled a career high for me of 290, putting me in the cut by just 9 pins. I then had my first round of match play on the same pair and shot 279. Then the week after that we were on a completely different pattern, Shark, and I was on that pair for match play again and shot 269. So overall I was holding about a 279 average on this pair. Although I wasn't too sure I'd be shooting 279 today, so yeah, it was do or die for the couple people in my pair. Some of us were also way out of it and trying to not finish last, but I had a new goal in mind, which was I just wanted to bowl 1 clean game. Screw all the other stuff, I just wanted a clean game, and wouldn't you know it, 15 and 16 strikes again, and I ended up bowling a clean 195. Wish I did that in the other games. So yeah, overall cut ended up being minus 72, which is the lowest I think it's ever been. I ended up finishing at minus 182, so 110 pins out of it. It was a little sad, but at least I sort of picked it up in the second half to not go completely under. I think I was 66 out of 80. Wait a minute. Okay, so I was actually 57th or 58th, tying with the man, the myth, the legend, Brett Biondo. My friend and doubles partner Logan ended up making it to match play, but unfortunately lost in his first round. I don't blame him. At this point it gets tough and you just pray you're leaving makeables and getting it somewhere near the pocket. This is also his second time in a row making match play here, and out of our little friend group that goes to these, I think he's made the most cuts. So good job, buddy boy. But for now, that's all I got. See you in the ISST video. Bye.